Marty McFly, King of Receipts.
Okay. We are here at Rasta Beach, known as Rasta Beach. So it's me, Erica, another friend, Amanda, and as you can see, the beach is jumping. Not literally, but it's a lot of people surrounding us. All right, so I thought it was a good idea. Whoa, hello. I thought, hey there. See, I'm getting distracted, so you can imagine how it was on the beach. So, hey, I thought it was a great idea that we try to make getting together with friends a weekly thing. Now, I know not always everybody's available. You know, everybody's got something to do. Hey, but when you're trying to build a social circle, having something people can look forward to on a weekly basis is key. Huh? Now, I know some of you guys have been watching my Mundo Lingo. It's not pronounced Muntu Lingo, Mundu Lingo, okay? Now, I've been in contact with some of the ambassadors, and they just told me to let you guys know, do not come to Mundo Lingo thinking it's a hookup spot. There are no WhatsApp groups. There's no Facebook groups. That's not the way things are done. If you want to have an idea on how things are done at Mundo Lingo, check out my video. I'll leave a little tag where you can actually see me being at the event. Don't just listen to anybody, because what'll happen is you'll come down to Brazil thinking things are one way, and it's not really that way. So what happens a lot of times, guys watch my video and then try to regurgitate what's actually happening, and they don't always get the facts right. So again, if you want to know how to build a social circle utilizing one of the many places and tools that I use, one of them being Mundo Lingo, okay? Watch my video or ask me a question. Because these other content creators will have you looking like Boo Boo the Fool. I've even heard someone say, you go there, they put a tag on you, 10 minutes later you're kissing. No. You want to know, hey, how you doing? You want to know the quickest way to get banned from a Mundo Lingo is going there thinking that's what it is. You know, just a little FYI for you guys. You know, there's a difference. I know we like to romanticize Brazil of what we think it is, or it just sounds good from other people. The speculation of it all. Yeah, it sounds great. Go to a free place, get free drinks, chop it up for 10 minutes, now you're kissing. Like, no, that's not what happens. You still, you still have to work on yourself, okay? Appearance, smell, personality, being able to have fluid conversation, and yes, it does help if you know some Portuguese, even though other people from other countries will be in attendance. You're still in Brazil, whatever. And here's the thing, they have Mundo Lingos in different countries. They actually have it like in New York City, Argentina, Paris. There's different places around the world. So depending on where you go, you might have one at your vacation spot. You go to their website, they'll let you know where all the locations around the world is. It's great stuff to know, right? My personal experience, and again, you can actually see this, because I don't talk about nothing I have not done and filmed. Let me say this again. Marty doesn't talk about anything he hasn't done and filmed. Because in my opinion, if you didn't film it, it didn't happen. So let the Suitcase Millionaires tell you about possibly what happened, or you can actually go and watch the video of it happening real time, multiple times. Like here's the thing, I'm all about building bridges, right? And connections. But I'm not gonna sell you a bridge to China and call it an airline. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lead you down the wrong path for $1. Because over here, jobless gentlemen, we're not in search of dollars. Even though you can hit the Cash App if you want. I'm saying. But the thing about it is integrity over everything else. A lot of times, I had a guy, and maybe we'll have him come up on a stream, maybe on an Ed stream or something. I had a guy who was in Brazil, and he was subscribed to a few of these, I'll call them, for better words, content creators, right? Experience gurus, so to speak. And you know what? Truth be told, the information that he was getting, in his opinion, was subpar. And it was great. I'll quantify it for you. It was great if you're coming to Brazil and I guess you want to trick off $50 a pop P4P, right? I guess that's cool. But, here at Jobless Gentlemen, we move at a higher frequency. That's not something, if you're in a rut, by all means, knock yourself out. But the Jobless Gentlemen tend to not have those issues. So, through Ed, and we all know who I'm talking about, Edward Anderson, he was referred to me, and immediately I said, hey, what's up? And he was like, man, I need a consultation. And here, again, integrity over everything. I said, no. Those guys do consultations, and that's fine. Go get your coin, because I understand some people have to hustle to keep the lights on, make that buck, because for whatever reason, they weren't able to do it when they were still working their jobs. So YouTube is like, the afterlife, the dumpster bin for a lot of people. So I totally get it. If they have to charge, for their time, quote unquote time, and their information, if you're willing to pay them, and by all means, knock yourself out. But this gentleman got that, and he felt that the information he received was really subpar. And that's where Marty came. And I said, I totally understand. Been there, done that. But listen, here's the real. So we had a understanding. So he went to the Brazil tier on my Patreon. And that kind of shows me like he's serious about it, right? So this is what we did. I'm shooting the dozens with you guys right here. I didn't really have a plan for this video. I just figured I caught some footage, and I'm gonna just give you updates as we talking, right? There's a lot going on right now. So like what happened was, I said, hey, Erica is coming over, and she's actually cooking, but what we could do, we can have like a open call, speakerphone conversation. And whatever I can't answer, the Brazilian who actually lives here, who's actually a female, who speaks Portuguese, Espanol, and English, and she's been living here for quite a while. Whatever I can't answer personally, because I do not know it all. That's another thing. I do not pretend as if I know it all. Because, eventually you're going to hit a ceiling. You have to learn from other people, me included. So I always bring people in the room that are smarter than me. Always, in any endeavor. Shout out to Alonzo Hall, the financial advisor. If you know, you know. So, having Erica there, I made sure the guy got the value for his time, right? So we proceeded to have it was only slated for 30 minutes probably, but I tend to talk a lot, right? So Knowing me, 30 minutes turned into 45, turned into 55. It was over an hour, right? And we covered a vast assortment of topics, interpersonal relationships, how they work in Brazil. I won't get into it now. I feel that's more of a Patreon discussion. But by the end of that call, he felt satisfied. But wait, there's more. It sounds like an infomercial, right? You know, when somebody sells something and they say, hey, wait, for $19.95, you can have all this delivered to your house. But wait, there's more. Yeah. So after the phone call, I just so happened to be going to Mundo Lingo. Again, it's not Mundo Lingo, dummy. You know, if you're gonna watch my videos, at least get the pronunciations right. It's Mundo Lingo. So again, I was going to Mundo Lingo that night, and I'm completely confident in my performance. I tell you one thing, when it is time to perform, and when I say perform, it's about going out of your house, off the couch, you know, getting fresh air and talking to the people that I've never met before. That's when Marty really comes alive. Couch talk is boring to me. You know, that's just, you know, but when you're outside in the element, you don't know how this person's going to react. You know, those are good coconuts, by the way. You know, I got them for everybody. I say, hey, round of coconuts for everybody. And it's good to have coconuts to hydrate yourself on the beach, by the way. So that was an offshoot. So, you know, it's important to get out there and test your muscle in terms of communicating with just other people, not just women. You got to chop it up with the fellas, because a lot of times in Brazil, the fellas be knowing where all the hot spots are, what to look out for, and how to get there, what to do when you get there. So again, fellas, when you come to Brazil, talk to the fellas too. Like, you know, make some friends out there. You know, every friend you make doesn't have to be an expat or an American. Learn how to, you know, hey, what's up? That's Sue Ellen right there. Yeah, learn how to talk to the dudes too, because a lot of times here in Brazil, you don't have this, hey, that's Sue Ellen. You don't have this hater culture like you do in America, because, you know, you have like the Highlander culture in America. Like, there can only be one guy. There can only be one guy that makes money. There can only be one guy who's an expat traveler. You know, over here in Brazil, there's so many people, so many women, that the guys, they're not tripping if they put you on to a female. They don't care. You know, so learn how to talk to some of the fellas out here, and so you can get the dish on different spots you haven't been to. Because again, a local is going to know the best restaurants, the best clubs, the best bars, even the best beaches to go to. You know, they're just waiting for you to chop it up with them in a lot of cases. So getting back to the guy, right? So we went to Mundo Lingo. Now, I made him my honorary assistant, and it gave him an excuse to be in the vicinity of what we were talking about. So he's basically the lighting guy. I gave him a 5-minute tutorial, how to work the light, how to hold it. He was golden. But the purpose of him being there was to show him how I interact with the males, females, foreigners, and local cariocas. That's what they're called, the Brazilians. And to see how to actually build a social circle. And let me tell you, from that day, we actually hung out a few times. Now, he was able to snag a nice little lady friend, and we went to the beach, and we went out to eat. You know, me, Erica, him, and a lady friend. And it basically made his trip 1,000% better. And that's what you want. If you guys are going to look up to these couch content creators, these suitcase millionaires, you guys should get some value from this too. And I can't wait for him to come up on stream and really give it's one thing for me to tell it. I want you to hear his point of view. Now, he did go to Sao Paulo shortly after, and armed with the ammunition we gave him, he had a much better time, in my opinion, in Sao Paulo than he did in Rio. But he said this is what he was saying. He said the thing about Sao Paulo is such a big city, you'll match with a girl, let's just say if you use Tinder, and it'll appear to be local, but she'll be like 2 hours away. And he said that was annoying. You have to Uber somebody in 2 hours away. It's, so that I could see, hey, it's a lot going on back there. So in closing, this Friday, we're going to try to do a bowling competition again with the girls, and followed by Sunday at the beach. So there's a lot that's about to happen. We're making new connections. Hey, girls, where you going? Don't go. No.